Spooky noise. Spooky noise. That's all I've got for you. Spooky noises, maybe spooky. Well, some games are scary. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody who I just scared, because we're back with Kuso6rande. Don't forget, Tuesday night, we have Don't Make Us Bored. If you would like to play a game there, whether you're good, bad, or in between, we love to see people playing games and just having fun with them. Feel free to submit if you would like to come and play on this channel. !DMUB. We've had people done speed running. We've had a lot of rhythm games, like maybe too many rhythm games. Like if you want to submit something other than a rhythm game, you're welcome to. We've had people do blind playthroughs as well as showcases, lots of showcases, especially things that do not fit well into speedruns. It's been a lot of fun. So feel free to submit. We would love to have you there, and the only rule is don't make us bored. Thank you so much, Kuso6rande, for subscribing, and we will move over to the reveal. Everybody, it's been a little while since we've seen this GM, but she's back and ready to kick some butt. We've got Devil Ray for you. Devil Ray. Bye-bye. Devil Ray. My gosh, it just wants to play Beyond Oasis music. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Hello.
I am darn spiffy, if not a little tired, because daylight savings time kind of messed with my brain.
Oh geez, that's just everyone right now. Like honestly, I've been kind of falling well, not falling asleep, just you know.
I just feel extremely out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna get to a different song in my playlist because this is wanting to play all of the same songs over and over again, and it's making me angry. So let's go to this instead. So you're a little bit tired. You know what? That's okay. We'll get through it together. And I feel like we have another a game that will help us do that as well.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Bad.
That's a question?
Yes, it's bad.
Bad. That's my answer. Bad.
He is bad, and it's also bad, and maybe bad. Well, maybe not so bad, but
maybe bad. Uh-oh, I'm seeing Michael Jackson. Yeah, I feel like everybody here is right, but which Michael Jackson game? I'm not here.
One?
Yeah, which one?
Well, I'm sure most folks know the Genesis Moonwalker as kind of the definitive Michael Jackson game, but there was also an arcade version of Moonwalker, and it is completely different.
Yeah.
And just utterly bonkers in a way.
I know nothing about this version of Moonwalker, and I am excited. Yeah, simply put, Genesis Moonwalker is something beautiful? Question mark. So I'm excited for arcade. What genre would you say this is? If you're talking,
like,
I'm not hearing you. Okay, there you are.
Yeah, my internet was being a bit Comcastic this morning, so I'm a bit concerned about that. But
oh no!
As far as genre goes, this is a hard one because it's kind of got beat-em-up elements, but it's not really because it's isometric, and it's also got shooting elements, and I don't know. This game is weird.
Isometric beat-em-up. That's possibly the scariest phrase I've heard today. Having isometric and beat 'em up together. Please, oh my gosh, I need to see how this plays out.
Big Bear's Cave in chat is right. This is more weird than bad. This is far from the worst game, but it is just extremely quirky and kind of unsettling in a lot of ways.
I mean, around these parts, you know, we tend to be a little bit liberal with the definition of Kuso, and weird definitely fits into that. I'm excited to see how Moonwalker plays that weirdness up. Uh, yeah, so
Just in my testing of it, like my partner is extremely good at arcade games, and he can one credit clear this. So I was like, maybe I should mess around and see if it's gonna be a bit too easy. But no, if you're coming in this blind, this game is unbelievably rude.
that's really exciting for me to hear. Good, good. So, yeah, I wanted to see, are you playing any exciting, fun games these days? Anything new or old or
Uh,
old?
yeah, I'm working on a strategy guide for a big upcoming release that I actually can't talk about at the moment, but I also played a really cool game called Nostia on Switch. Think Among Us, but a visual novel with a really cool cast of diverse characters. Highly recommend checking that out. My review of that is up on GameSpot right now, so
Oh,
yeah.
awesome. Well, that's really cool that you're working on some reviews, especially things that are coming up that you can't talk about. I always want to know. I want. But that's only because I like to know people's secrets. But yeah, you'll have to share with everyone. I know that you tweet whenever you have material coming out, so I'm excited to see what you've got for that. Now, we're almost ready, I feel. Let me go ahead and work on making sure that the sound sounds great and that the looks look great. I don't hear anything. That's okay. I'll go ahead and bother the player to see if we can get some sound.
I am just going to load up some stream.
Yeah, pull them up. Get ready. Uh, what was I gonna do? Oh,
I
right. I was
might
gonna
not load
fix
all
something.
the streams just because, like I said, our internet has been a little Comcastic today, so.
That's fully understandable. I know how it goes. Yeah, luckily Comcast hasn't been a butt to me recently. Uh, I wouldn't say a friend, just like an acquaintance. We occasionally wave to each other. Then I talk bad about him behind his back. Stupid Comcast. And, I keep running into him again on the street just after, like, talking behind his back, and I have to act all natural, like, oh, hey, how you doing, Oh, yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. I hate you, Comcast. I hate you.
All
Okay,
right, we're making sure everybody's got things ready to go.
okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting until we can hear the game. I'll go ahead and transition over so y'all can see what we've got coming your way. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for arcade. These four players. Let me go ahead and get the prediction up so that you all can vote on who you believe will win, the left side or the right side. Last game, it was on the right. Aha. Good job, right side. Okay. And,
Everybody's credits are good.
well, good. Good, good. Y'all, I'm giving you 5 minutes for this one. You've got a little extra time. You can watch a little bit, but get your prediction in by the time that closes. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of people are asking, is this going to be Twitch, DMCA'd? I have seen people run this on Twitch. It is mostly just FM synth renditions of Jackson tunes, so it should be fine. Even the very, very, very small samples of Jackson music didn't seem to get hit, so
of course.
everything looks like it's good.
How do you reset here? Is it possible for Crunchy Lex to reset so that we can hear sound? If not, then we can just get started.
It's one of those weird machines that actually like saves credits when you turn it off, so it's a little messy.
Okay, I'm saying we can just start and asking
Yeah.
if anybody else can be backup audio for me.
Also, this game is extremely loud at the beginning, so jump scare warning possibly. Hold on, the cat is scratching at the door. 1 second. If I don't do that now, she is eventually just going to stare at the door and start meowing.
Meow, 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 meow. You should let the kitty in and meow at us. Okay, I'm
I
checking.
actually kind of don't want her to meow. She's got something caught in her throat, and we're actually taking her to the vet to check on it. So we're a little worried about her.
Oh no. I am currently getting ready to do the countdown. Everybody spam all of your moon space emotes. Are there other things that should show up in here that would make good emotes to spam?
Emotes, anything involving feet. There's gonna be a lot
Oh
of
no.
dancing.
Oh, okay, that kind of like
Anything
not.
about being bad and smooth criminals and things like that.
Oh my gosh, that laughing. That was too good.
Yeah. Yep, you're gonna hear that. Oh,
Okay, we have one person
Alpex.
who is struggling. That's okay. We'll go ahead and let Alapex and Mugax figure it out if needed. And this isn't something that was necessarily a problem from the players. We can give a little bit of extra time in order to compensate for that. But we're just going to keep this match going. I know that setup was a little bit of a pain as well. Wait, do you have to save kids in this one as well?
yes, so this is based on Moonwalker, the movie, which is kind of this weird anthology, and this is the sort of, I like to call it the Smooth Criminal Expanded Universe, which involves a bunch of homeless kids fighting drug lord Mr. Big. That's also what the Genesis Moonwalker is based on.
Okay. Wait, do you turn into a robot?
Yeah, you turn into Robot Jackson if you touch bubbles, because things. This is a good game.
Yeah, I can see you're right in that it's kind of a beat 'em up because you know, you have to stop in certain sections and kill all the enemies before moving on. It kind of auto scrolls once you do that. You get to dance and make people explode. That happens a lot in beat 'em ups, I guess.
This is
I have
using the
never seen
charge
Moonwalker,
shot.
correct chat.
Most people haven't. It's a thing. So Alapex is figuring out, I think, that the charge shot is absolutely the best way to kill enemies.
Oh yeah. By the way, Kuso doesn't always mean bad per se, and I would say that this already falls into that definition because we've got some bizarre stuff going on. I just love dance fighting. So good. Lots of robots.
It's a little disorienting when you do your charge attack because you do the titular moonwalk, which means Jackson is facing backwards.
Yeah.
So the whole time, you're facing backwards. Also, if you hold your charge shot for too long, it actually resets.
Oh no. So, do you have to face
when you see
backwards when you fire
whirlwind
it?
charge. I'm sorry?
Do you have to be backwards when you fire it?
No, when you fire it, you face forwards.
Okay, but is it just you're facing backwards when you let go of the button? And then he turns around and shoots forward, or does he shoot the
Yeah,
direction
it
he's
can-
already facing?
Yeah, it's disorienting at first. You get used to it, but it's one of those weird design decisions that I'm sure Jackson himself mandated.
You think so?
Probably.
I love it.
This section with the barrels is unbelievably rude.
Yeah, I can believe
You
it.
can
Barrels
dodge
are
them.
mean.
You can dodge them, and you get health after it. But it's a problem.
Wait, you can play this game 2-player?
Up to 3-player based on the settings.
You can play 3-player? What do the other characters appear as?
It's just Michael in different colors.
Oh, well, okay.
There's a red Michael and a black suit Michael.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
And I tell people, if you want to play as a different color Michael, you can. They're all functionally the same.
Well, that's good to know. I'm
right.
scared of these men with tables.
Getting the hang of the charge shot.
Okay, good.
It's a real cool, smooth band, except, nope, they're actually ninjas who want to kill Jackson.
Ninjas, why?
Everything is an enemy in this game.
Yeah, I believe. If it moves, it probably hurts. Except for stupid girl.
I don't know why those girls are tied up. They don't even have any, like, rope or anything around them. They're just,
Well,
I guess,
magic?
tied up by... So, the plot of Moonwalker, or specifically the end of Moonwalker, is that there's this guy named Mr. Big, and he wants to, like, enslave the world's children by getting them addicted to drugs, which is, you know, the kind of plot somebody who has never, ever dealt with anyone who has had an addiction would write. You know?
I feel like it is exactly the plot that Michael Jackson would want for a movie,
Yes.
which makes sense.
Oh, here is the boss.
It's a
stage
shield. The boss is a shield.
Yes,
Tank.
so you have to aim for the side that will take damage. Use also the side that will fire at you, unfortunately.
I feel like maybe they should have finished building the shield around it and just had the cannon stick out of the end. That would be very difficult to take down, even as Michael Jackson robot.
Crunchy Lex is in the best position right now.
Oh, yeah. My gosh. I'm not the biggest fan of this music. This is special music. Like, the actual Smooth Criminal was great. I don't know what this song is.
I believe is an original, but it might be one of those weird, obscure Jackson B-sides that everybody forgets exists.
I mean, he had a few of those. Everyone has a few of those. Aw, yeah. We're on to the good stuff.
I just need to let the competitors know something.
Yeah.
It's like Alapex is on the boss. It's making pretty quick work.
Now, I understand that you gave them specific rules for how many credits they have when they start. That means that we will see some people going back to the beginning of the game, which, honestly, considering that you said that...
Seems to be having the most problems with it, whereas it looks like Crunchy Lex and the others are kind of getting into the groove of the game, so to speak. They're learning how to do dodges, so... Yeah, this game has a big tendency to just fill the screen with enemies that will just shoot you a lot.
Oh no. I'm glad that you just dance and they dance with you and then suddenly you get the moon to kill them. Just pew!
Yep.
I mean, it's probably not the moon
magic.
kill. Do 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 do. Yeah, so this was actually developed by Sega. US Gold, I believe, did some of the home versions, but Sega developed this specifically for arcade. Yeah, you rescue kidnapped children from the evil Mr. Big
Jackson.
and incorporate synthesized versions of some of the musician songs in the gameplay. Yeah.
They had a famously good relationship that that took some weird turns, especially. Oh, I see we have Crotchbot.
Uh-oh. Nah, Crotchbot. Oh, no! Michael Jackson, how could you put this in your game? How can you put Crotchbot in there? Crotchbot. I love it. That's amazing. Let's see.
I do love that that intro where Jackson's just going,
Ow! So one thing that looks a little bit problematic about the specific arcade version of this that came out is that because of the type of battery that the board was using, once the battery died, that was it. Even replacing the battery would not get the game running again. I imagine, you know, original...
Very common
that was
among
very common.
arcade boards at the time. Yeah, it was a form of copy protection, so if bootleggers took the battery out, the game would die and they couldn't get the data off of it. People found ways around it, of course, but for a long time, Capcom CPS 2 and I think CPS 1 had... No, CPS 1 didn't have it, but CPS 2 had suicide batteries. So when the battery died, you had to send the board back to Capcom in order to get the game back on there. And once they stopped servicing them, that was it. Like, I mean, people had to make ways to get around that. So yeah, CPS boards that still work are basically like hack jobs for the most.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And honestly, I do think that it's understandable that somebody would want to make it so that you can't just take the board out and go and move the game to something else and then replicate it over and over again. That's fair for them to do it, but at the same time, if someone's buying your game in order to have the arcade machine, and then it dies and you no longer service it, guess what? You just probably lost a customer for the rest of their lives, because that's how many thousands of dollars that they paid in order to get a machine that eventually would stop working. Yeah,
Well, they planned them to last for a few years. These companies were not thinking ahead. They were thinking, oh, this will be outdated by the time the battery died.
People would still play these games, though. Like, as soon as quarantine ends, I imagine the arcades are going to start getting filled back up again.
Hey, a lot of them are not in the best of shape, and well, everybody's still going to be cautious.
I mean, I guess that was probably before the era of collectors. Collectors would definitely not be super thrilled about their private collection arcade game no longer running.
Mugox has got the boss in a pretty good pattern here.
Very nice fight there. Michael!
Are really getting the groove of this. They're starting to learn how to dodge some of the shots there. People have caught on to the fact that you need to use the charge shot.
Yeah, the charge shot is super helpful.
Because your standard shot is just really, really weak. Mugox is just hanging on by a pixel here.
I just love that Bubbles the chimpanzee is actually, or was actually, Michael Jackson's pet. And that he's just like, you need to have my monkey in this game. Michael. You need to have Bubbles. And I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay. If you're having a game that's based off of you, just get your monkey in it, you know?
Almost the Genesis version, too.
Yeah, it's true. Potatoes. Potatoes. Yeah. Just beat it.
Alapex
Yeah, I
and
know.
Mugox are in the graveyard.
Oh no! Buffering on my end. Oh no. Oh no. Devil Ray, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, I think the stream may have died for a tiny bit. Okay. I'm cast. I'm cast. It's not just you, Devil Ray. But that's okay. We're back. We're live. We're watching the game, and we're having a lot of fun seeing Michael Jackson dance murder people. Well, yeah, from what I can see, you know, the Mega Drive version of Moonwalker definitely had a lot of popularity. What about this arcade version?
Came out at a weird time.
Okay. Yeah, when was it?
1990 was, you know, Ninja Turtles, the arcade game came out. That was a really, really big deal. It was also 4 players. Michael Jackson at the time, his popularity, I mean, he was still popular, but he wasn't huge.
Yeah. It's like people had moved on from him being the greatest. He was still a legend, but, you know, people didn't care quite as much, except for the Disneyland ride, or theater where
Captain
you got to
Neo?
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And this came, you were talking about Suburban Commando. This came out about 2 years after that.
Okay.
Not Suburban Commando, but after the movie came out, the Moonwalker movie. So it's like, that's weird. Oh, this enemy sucks.
Logstar Go has gotten a game over. Gonna continue or just run out of time? Honestly, starting all the way over might not be the worst idea because I think everybody's gonna run out of credits at some point.
Alapex has 1 fake credit. So
1 fake credit for Alapex, yes.
And stage 5 is a doozy.
Yeah,
I love that game over screen so much. You can't have Jackson die. Jackson will just turn into magic and evaporate into the air.
You're breathing Michael Jackson as like right now, right this minute, everybody. He's in your lungs.
That's a little disturbing.
Okay, Mugox on to round 4, stage 3. It looks like Crunchy Lex is fighting vacuums or something. I don't know what they are. The Peck's making the zombies dance. Yeah, that's how I like to see it.
Some issues
Oh no. There we go. On to round 1, stage 1. We hopefully are good now. Yeah, Crunchy Lex is getting close to the graveyard. I believe round 4, stage 2 starts going past the graves. At least, okay, here's the deal. I feel like I would have still enjoyed playing this. I would have.
Oh, yeah, those ghosts are brutal.
Until they dance. And then you send your magic hat out, turn into a robot, and save the day. Blah, blah. Now, are you saying that stage 5 or round 5 is the really difficult section?
It's long and mean.
Yeah, but which one? Round 5 or stage 5?
This game is weirdly paced.
We're going to Evil Fortress. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, Mugox is there. We're gonna see some fun. Yeah, round 5, stage 1 for Mugox. I'm glad that the vacuums made a comeback.
Rude.
I don't like the road fire turret. I feel like that probably wouldn't be allowed these days. I don't know. Like, maybe in the future they allow road flamethrowers, but you know, our day and age, I think you could sue the government over that. Allowing flamethrowers in the road.
I'm ganged up by the ghosties here. That boss is something.
I like the mini Star Wars enemies in here that Mugox is fighting, the AT-AT there. That also has a crotch.
Yes.
That also has, well, mind you,
that
most things with like
is
have
inappropriate.
A crotch.
Yes.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you, video game. How could you do that? Oh no, people with rocks. My weakness. I haven't had too many rocks thrown at me in my life. Only a few. Most of them were small. Got hit in the head once. Kids are kind of jerks. Let me tell you. Actually, teens are kind of jerks. Jerks are kind of jerks. Some people are jerks. Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, I remember back in the day where you didn't really have too much to do, and so we'd go into the backyard and find mud, just clumps of dry mud, and throw it at each other, and that was pretty fun until you found out that some of the clumps of mud weren't mud. And that hurt a little bit more, but you know, clumps of mud, there's something satisfying about throwing one that like is just moist enough to break when it hits.
Those dancing ghosts.
Yeah, the non-mud things were rocks. Dude. I shall resign? Is that what he said?
Elevator section.
Oh, everybody loves that. That always means that you're close to the end, right?
Or
that you're in an elevator.
Technically the last level, but everybody seems to be on their last credit. So
yeah, they're very close to the end. Like Alapex. This is Alapex's final credit due to accidentally putting in one extra. Crunchylex, on the other hand, actually has a spare credit here. Logstar Go is a little bit behind, but at the same time, we had an early reset, probably so that he could have a better playthrough. And honestly, I think that may have been a smart, strategic thing to reset after the first couple credits, just so that, you know, he has time to actually use this second set of credits better.
yeah, Crunchylex is in the best position. It is very likely that somebody will actually beat this, and honestly, that's not a bad thing. Number one, this is the last game of the day, and number two, like I'm just impressed that people have picked up on a lot of the strats for this. Actually, that makes me super happy.
Yeah, it's like the charge shot is so helpful, and I'm glad that everybody has learned how to do that reliably. Logstar Go back to round 3 pretty dang quickly. Yeah, it seems like the first levels can go really fast once you know how to kill enemies quickly. I wouldn't normally expect like a beat 'em up that has auto-scrolling to...
Moonwalker is not in a good place right now. No credits left, last life, and fighting one of the crotch bots.
Oh no, 2 of them.
Oh, and there's the mini crotch bots.
Yeah, they're after... Oh my gosh, but that is...
And he's out dance magic.
Progress...
But he is Cyber Michael.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned though, even with this... Like, there's a very high possibility of a game over at this point. On to round 5, stage 3. And we get these... Okay, robots, you don't need to move like that when you're shooting lasers. You don't need to move at all. I feel like that would actually make your lasers less efficient. Oh my gosh. Let me just say, Michael Jackson's not allowed to design machines anymore.
Oh. Yeah, this is rough.
Oh, and Mugox, that is a full game over. No more credits.
Rip.
Time to start over. That's okay. It was kind of...
almost at the end, too.
Alapex is kind of in the same situation here as well. On the elevator, final credit here. No more left, despite it saying 1. I feel like Crunchylex has the biggest possibility of passing Mugox at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's it for Alopex.
That is it.
They are not allowed to continue because they had a fake credit.
Oh, those... See, you just need to put real quarters into your machines, people. Otherwise, Devil Ray will make you start over. That's cruel. But thank you for being cruel. I really appreciate it.
Nice for the first game. I've got some real garbage. Like, I'm not just going to do arcade games. I'm going to do really bad arcade ports this time around. So look forward to like the worst arcade ports on the Commodore 64 and all those other British computers.
Commodore 64.
Were a lot of them.
You're speaking my language now. Ooh.
Man, don't you just love it when like people make games you deliberately cannot finish?
Like legitimately cannot finish? Like literally impossible? Is that what you mean? Because I don't like that idea. Unless I guess it's like Temple Run
with
on
Euro arcade ports. Like eventually a programmer just got really, really sick of it and was just like, nobody's gonna finish this thing anyway.
And just ended it?
And just like put something in that, you know, they never intended to fix, like a hole you can't jump through or an invincible enemy or a door you can't open, and it's just like, ship it anyway.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing. That is so terrible.
The British PC market is such a fascinating thing. Just some of the awful things people got away with.
Yeah, like, I feel like if that happened these days, there would be lawsuits.
Patches.
I mean, okay, but lawsuits before the
like,
patches.
I gave just a passing thought of submitting that awful DS Bubble Bobble game that, like, bugs out after stage 30 and you can't actually, like, get past the boss because the boss doesn't spawn.
Oh, no.
But that, to me, just seems a little too rude. Because the games would have to be, like, bad on a level beyond just, you can't finish this.
Yeah.
And I've got one arcade port in mind that definitely fits those criteria.
Well, cool.
And also just ports that are like, why did you try this? I mean, have you seen Street Fighter 2 on the ZX Spectrum? Have you seen it?
What?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I've seen bootleg Street Fighter games on the NES. A lot of them.
The Spectrum palette looks like, right?
You're scaring me because that sounds like it was an official game. Was it an official game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
There was.
No, ZX Spectrum Street Fighter. How could you even control it?
Is an interesting theory, Percentia.
What's an interesting theory?
Control.
Oh, this is the. Actually,
Crunchylex could do this.
The
He's on
sprites
Last
look fine.
Life.
Yeah, let's see what Crunchylex is able to do. Is the boss dead? It's exploding a little bit. And Michael Jackson turned into a jet? Is that it?
Did he do it?
I think so.
Well, rip Joe Pesci.
He deserved it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and invite Crunchy Lex to come chat with us while we are wrapping up the other players. Like, we still have half an hour left.
Oh yeah,
of
I
this
forgot
match.
that Mr. Big had a gigantic laser cannon for some reason.
Well, same, you know? Woohoo! Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
this
Crunchy
game
Lex is
can
going to come
be
join
done
us.
on 1 credit. My partner has indeed finished this on 1 credit on different settings.
Honestly,
but,
I see this game being fairly doable to 1cc. Like, yeah, the biggest thing that you have to do is damage management. Make sure you're not taking too much damage. And as long as you can do that and kill enemies relatively consistently, then yeah, 1 credit will be doable. Well, let me go
make
ahead
sure to tone things down from default. Current default settings in MAME are high damage, 2 lives, which to me just seemed a little much.
Oh, I'm hearing
Because
you through your own stream, Crunchy Lex.
Oh, hang on. Should I mute the game audio?
Let me think. You know what? Mugok said that he is using audio, so don't worry about it. You don't need to mute anything. I'll switch over to Mugok's.
Okay.
Aha! Congratulations on your victory today. Like, seriously, that was a good playthrough that you had.
I
We spent
honestly,
more time with config than playing the game.
I mean, I honestly don't know, because I've genuinely only ever encountered this cabinet in the wild once, and I didn't even play it because it ate my quarters that day, and I was a wee child at an airport arcade. So, I don't know, I just felt in the zone there. Just when I turned into the robot, I wish you had been catching my mic, because I was yelling pretty loudly. I was not ready
The
for that.
robot's pretty good, gotta say.
It's fantastic. Every time I'm just kind of like, come on, Bubbles, let's go, let's go!
Oh boy. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Like, honestly, I enjoy the Genesis Moonwalker quite a bit. I didn't know there was an arcade version, but here we are just rocking out to it. So yeah, what did you think of the game overall?
Honestly, to be perfectly frank, I almost feel like it doesn't fit Kuso6rande. It's actually really fun.
Okay, but would you
Like
say
this game.
weird?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, there you
This
go.
is very, very weird.
Yeah, the thing is, we have a wider definition of Kuso and Kusoge here. That it's not just
Still get
bad,
hit by
but the
that same
strange
car.
and the strange stuff is definitely something we have popping up every once in a while too. So yeah, I would say this is one of those games that actually seems like a lot of fun to play. Has some bizarre stuff, but fun.
Yeah, and like it felt like later on the enemies were getting a lot more difficult to deal with, but as long as you just kind of had a feel for like what isometric like level you were on, you could kind of still dodge their shots. But I was doing a lot of bobbing and weaving later on. You probably saw that.
Very much a game where I feel like if you kind of just grasp the basics of it, you can get pretty far. The isometrics can throw a lot of people off.
Yeah. Oh, let me go ahead and do the prediction so that we can get those points out to people. Right side gets the victory here with Crunchy Lex defeating the game already. This is your first year playing in Kuso6rande, isn't it?
Yeah, I always traditionally miss the signups every year, but this year I was on.
Yeah, well, very nice. I know that there are always people like that because I'm that kind of person when I try to sign up for anything else. I always forget. It's the ADHD, you know?
Oh boy, do I feel that.
Logstar's kind of struggled at the beginning, but he's making really good progress.
Yeah.
However, he is out of credits, so...
Oh, that is a little bit rough. Actually, a lot bit rough. I don't think Logstar has a chance
And
on the next stage.
I would argue that this is the game's hardest boss.
The weird
boss?
ghost cannon.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, that one. I think I had like 2 dances saved up, which I think was the only reason I didn't lose another credit on that one. Those ghosts just, it's really rough.
Like, yeah, it's because it's isometric, it seems a little bit hard to line up with floating enemies that don't have shadows. Jeez, that's like nightmare scenario. Floating enemies without shadows in an isometric world. Bad. That's bad. You should beat it.
I mean, God, if like shots and bullets didn't have shadows, I probably would have died a lot more, because that was really what I was lining up with whenever they were shooting at me.
I love it. Yeah, so have you played the other Moonwalker, the one on Genesis/Mega Drive?
I didn't just play it. When I rented it and played it, a friend of mine and I actually raided my mom's closet and just put on like white jacket and hat and started dancing around. It was
That's
a very
awesome.
strange child.
You played it and you danced to Moonwalker? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You're the best.
So, you might be interested in learning that a prototype of Genesis Moonwalker was found that actually has Thriller in it, which famously was cut from the final version.
Yes.
Wasn't it in 1.0?
1.0 of Moonwalker? I don't.
Or
I do not
the
believe
Japanese
so.
release?
No, I think for some reason Thriller had different rights issues compared to Jackson's other songs.
You're probably right. I mean, it was huge. It was in video film or video things. Copyright. I don't know what I was going to say anymore. Yeah, it was one of those things. And because of that,
You're talking about
could...
Bloodlust Software in chat? Good God.
No, we can go ahead and pass on that for now. So, hey, Logstar Go is currently on round 5, stage 1. I don't think there's going to be too much of a hope of beating this stage, considering all of the damage Logstar Go is taking right now. So, yeah.
In terms of situation, Mugox is in a very, very good position right now. 2 credits, 2 lives. No dance magic saved up, unfortunately.
Same. I ran out like 10 years ago. All my dance magic is gone.
I bet it's there. You just gotta find it.
Oh, maybe just do a little spin, make a little love, get down tonight, I guess. Okay, Crunchy Legs up.
If you've never seen Moonwalker and wondering, is the movie this weird? The answer is, oh my god, is it ever?
Apparently it's weirder.
Yes.
Does it have murderous vacuums as well? I hope so.
While since I've seen it, and admittedly haven't seen all of it because something like the first 50 minutes are just montages of Jackson music videos and things, and then the last part is an expansion of the Smooth Criminal music video, which most of this game is based on, that last portion, but
yeah,
it's pretty bonkers.
Now, Crunchy Lex, I need to ask you, you're our victor today. I don't want to keep you here too long if you do have other things to do. Are you streaming on your own channel? Do you play other games over there?
I do, in fact, play other games.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What do you play?
Oh, well, lately I've been doing a whole lot of playing through my backlog, and got playing through a couple new games. Picked up new Shantae, need to play that. Also do occasional mobile game stuff, and trying to ease back into the speedrunning thing after I burned out a bit on that last year, but I want to ease back into it.
Yeah, I was a little bit burned out for a while there too. Mobile games, you've got me interested. What mobile games are you talking about?
Well, lately I've been playing the other game by the Genshin Impact people called Honkai Impact. It's basically what if Platinum made a mobile game, and it's actually surprisingly fun, and I've been having a lot of fun streaming that lately.
Okay, I need to try Genshin Impact since everybody's played it at some point or another. I haven't even touched it. I haven't watched it.
Like, if you like Breath of the Wild, you'll probably like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit predatory.
Okay, yeah, that's... As long as it's less predatory than Raid Shadow Legends, I might not complain about that.
Hey, have you tried Raid Shadow Legends? I hear you can get a free epic hero.
Oh god.
As a matter of fact, I have. Anyways, yeah, if it's less predatory than that, then maybe I can deal with that for a hot minute or two. Well, okay, that's pretty dang awesome. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. If you want to step out, that's also fine. Like, just be happy that you took the victory today. And I'm honestly really surprised at how quick you were able to get through this game.
I was half expecting I was half expecting to be like, if I'm going at this pace, someone else has to be probably like one stage ahead of me, because I felt like I was spending a lot of time fighting some enemies just to avoid getting hit, and I was like, I don't know, I felt like my pace wasn't that great.
Avoiding getting hit in arcade games is the best strategy, because arcade games are designed to eat your quarters, so conserving life strategies are almost always the fastest way to go.
Yeah.
When I started Graveyard, I think I said out loud, "Oh boy, I'm going to get murdered by rank in this stage, aren't I?"
Yeah, that's what it seems. I think all of the players are really taking that to heart, conserving health, going through another playthrough. Logstar Go didn't, though, and unfortunately went back to the beginning of the game for a third time, and I think that may be a problem here. Like Mugox and Alapex, I would not be surprised if they make it to the boss of round 5 and possibly beat it. What is this voice acting? Stupid ghost cannon boy.
The voice acting is kind of magical, I won't lie.
Oh, I love it. I don't know what he's saying,
This game
though.
is magical.
Boom, move it? Is that what he's saying?
Also, what's interesting is that every player Michael has like a different song assigned to their dance.
Wait, so if you are player 2, you have a different song?
Yeah.
Really? Do you know what songs?
Not off the top of my head. I'm sorry, I'm not Jackson. I'm not a Jackson superfan. I know all the quote unquote popular songs, but
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a big fan of much other than his popular songs. Oh, Mugox, on to round 5
I think
as
most
well.
people agree that things kind of went downhill after bad.
I actually liked Dangerous.
Oh no, are we gonna have Michael Jackson arguments now?
Uh-oh.
No. I mean, no, you want the hot take? I actually enjoyed Invincible. There you go, I said it.
Oof.
I don't know what that is.
That was his last studio album.
Oh. Okay. Was it good?
It did not do very well in the ratings, but I thought it had a couple of real good bops on it. Like, actually, no, I'm not gonna start dropping song titles now. It's probably a bit silly.
Oh no. Oh no. I love it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look through this because I honestly cannot remember, or it's not that I can't remember, I just don't know any of this.
Let's see, the Unbreakable, the first song is pretty good. 20,000 Watts is good. Butterflies is a bit slower, but has a good melody. Those are the 3 that really stood out to me on that album.
Heaven Can Wait.
All right.
Whatever Happens featuring Carlos Santana. What?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I've heard any of these songs on this. Wow. Cool.
Was Moscow on that album, or was that Dangerous?
Which one?
Stranger in Moscow, the one that
Oh, that one was on History.
okay, because that one is actually uses the melody of the ending credits to Sonic 3, and is cited as, you know, evidence that Jackson worked on Sonic 3's music.
Oh, I love it. Well, I mean, there's a little more evidence as well, but yeah, I feel like citing that would help quite a few people. Yeah, Stranger in Moscow is on that album. I don't know if I recognize anything else. Hey, Bad from Bad is on it. That's good.
Too Bad, which is like a sequel to it. It's actually I like it a lot.
Wait,
I think that's the one that also
Bad?
has the Shaq with a Shaq doing the rap break. I think.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I feel like I'm getting way too deep into this, and I'm just confused and kind of scared.
That's perfectly natural.
Come Together. He did a version of Come Together with John Lennon. That I might have to go listen to that. I don't imagine it's better than the original.
It isn't, but it's still pretty solid. He kind of does his own thing. He does like he does a lot of the background sounds. So no, it's like History is another album it doesn't have anything that really just exploded the same way stuff from like Off the Wall or Thriller did, but it's solid music through and through.
Okay, gotcha.
Although Smile is actually really, really good. I think MJ said that was his favorite song, and you can kind of feel it when you listen to that one.
Okay, Smile. I'm not gonna go listen to it today probably, but I'll try to remember to listen to some of Michael Jackson's other songs. You know, I think about this with some artists out there. Sometimes, like, it's, you know, you have the few songs that everybody knows, and then you listen to their other stuff, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. And then you have Elton John, who has amazing hits that everybody knows, and then you listen to anything that nobody knows, and you're like, this is bad. This is weird. I don't like you, Elton John. Like, I like your popular stuff. I don't like the other stuff. But you're still better than Billy Joel somehow.
Sorry.
That Billy Joel is better than Elton John, but that's just me.
No, that's objectively incorrect. Like, I could probably go cite some stuff in order to prove that.
Look, I can sing Uptown Girl right now. That song's a bop.
Okay, yeah, what about Goodbye Yellow Brick Road?
Ooh.
Huh? Elton John didn't get into like 5 car accidents in a year. But
Just
guess who
remembering,
did?
there was
Billy
a good
Joel.
bit on Conan O'Brien once, where they do the fake satellite TV channels, and they had one that was just Billy Joel's drunken bar crawl channel. He's just throwing his CDs drunkenly at people saying, "Play my song on the Piano Man."
Piano Man is so overrated, let me tell you. Oh, Crocodile Rock, Elton John, that one's good. No, my like, okay, Billy Joel, the drunken bar crawl, sure, that's fun. It's just when he starts driving after those bar crawls that it's a little less okay. Bad Billy Joel, you deserve to get in those crashes, and you shouldn't ever have a license ever again.
This is looking like he is about to take second here.
Yeah, Mugox finishing the game as well. 46 minutes in, we have second place Mugox. Alapex is not far behind. I think Alapex can do this as well.
Joe Pesci is such a good face. Also, if you're not following Good Faces Bot on Twitter, I highly recommend it.
Who runs it? I demand answers.
I know who runs it, but I'm not saying it. Has to be a mystery.
No! I need to talk to you privately. I need to extort this information, okay? Because, yeah, I believe that it's somebody who is somewhere in the retro gaming community. I've got some theories. I don't know who, though. But I need to know.
The mystery is the most important part.
No, it's not. The faces,
Yes,
those are the important part. Graveyard,
Alpec's
another
also
part of me.
looking like they could potentially take it. They're
Honestly,
looking real good right now.
yeah, he is in decent shape, not too much health on this life, but I think you could damage race the boss at this point. You know, just killing the lasers is
Available
not
on
necessarily a bad
CDH
idea.
Records.
Somebody's theory is that it's BBH. No,
I can assure you that's not him.
No, it's definitely not. But it is somebody in the speed running / retro community for sure. Which is kind of cool that they have this bot out there that actually does more than just video games. There's so many things. But yeah, especially since the bot posted something from Smite. It absolutely is somebody from the community.
Oh, totally.
I just want to find out how I can send faces to Good Faces bot. That's all I want. Want to send some faces.
I mean, Kuso6rande does provide a lot of good faces.
Yeah, did you see it? Even this game. Hey, we had a third clear. I think that is probably good enough to call it. We can check with the final player, Logstar Go.
That's how long I wanted this to last.
I don't think Logstar Go has quite enough time left to get to the end of the game as well. I don't know, what do you think?
Possible. It's difficult, but not impossible. The good thing about this game is that it's pretty easy to judge progress. The stages are totally linear, and it's long for an arcade game. Like 20-30 minutes is actually pretty long for a single credit clear.
Gotcha.
For being real.
Yeah, I'm letting Logstar Go know that the others have cleared the game. Logstar Go can keep going, but isn't going to be required based off of that information there. So we'll see what happens. Logstar just got beamed by a robot, and I think Logstar is stopping. That is it. 50 minutes in, we are done with the final match of the day, Moonwalker for arcade. A really fun game to watch. Maybe, I think it would be fun to play too.
If it looks fun, give it a shot. It's weird. It's got, hot FM versions of Michael Jackson jams. It's got a good degree of skill to it. So, yeah, if you like what you saw, by all means, check it out. This is definitely one of the best games we've had on Kuso6rande in general, I think.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I would say that this is definitely a good game. It still fits the Kusoge category, I think, because of how bizarre it is. Some of the controls are a little bit strange, but honestly, this is a very enjoyable experience for the game. Well, I think that's it for this playthrough. CrunchyLex, again, congratulations on your victory today. That was, you finished it way early. That was a good watch.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having me, and thanks for letting me play this game. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope it keeps being this much fun.
Yeah, it won't. Usually round one games, we try to choose things that people are going to enjoy a little bit more, sort of ease them in. And then later on, we'll have plenty of nightmares. Don't worry about it. You'll get the nightmares. Yeah, Devil Ray, anything else that you need to say before we leave for the day?
Other than it's gonna get even weirder and a lot worse later on.
Oh yeah, I'm really glad that you're back this year. It was a lot of fun to have you here and get this game out. I very much enjoyed it. So let's see. Author Blues is actually doing a race of 40 shrines for Breath of the Wild, speaking of Genshin Impact. So You know, it's been a hot like 10 minutes since that discussion, but whatever. Let's raid Author Blues. Do we have a good raid message? Maybe Michael. As well as a lot of hearts. Okay, so we're gonna yell Michael at Author Blues. Please spam all of your hearts and love emotes as well at Author Blues because he'll love it, okay? He is a huge fan of Michael as well as love. Thank you, Devil Ray, and thank you, Crunchy Legs. Both of you take care.
Thanks, you too.
Right, bye!